Walk down any grocery store aisle in America. Processed meats are everywhere, filling our refrigerators, lunchboxes, and plates. Hot dogs sizzle at barbecues, bacon crisps beside our eggs, and deli slices fill our sandwiches. These foods are so common, we rarely question them. Their convenience and flavor have made them a generational habit. But this normalization hides a serious danger. We've been conditioned to see processed meats as just another protein source, or even a comfort food. Yet, scientific evidence tells a different story. The convenience of a pre-cooked sausage or packaged ham comes at a steep price, paid with our health over time. For decades, diet debates focused on fat or sugar, lumping all meats together. But a fresh cut of meat is not the same as a chemically preserved product. A hot dog isn't just ground meat. It's engineered for shelf life and taste. Understanding this difference is the first step to recognizing the unique health risks of processed meats. Every quick breakfast sandwich, every pizza topping, every sausage and stuffing, these add up. The food industry has made processed meats cheap and available, and marketing has made them seem harmless. But the distinction between fresh and processed meat is critical. The chemicals and methods used to create processed meats have profound effects on our bodies. These effects are only now being fully understood by researchers. The risks are not just theoretical, they're real, and they're on our plates every day. Recognizing the difference between fresh and processed meat is the first step to protecting your health. The foods we take for granted may be the ones doing us the most harm. For years, we were told to eat processed meats in moderation. The message was, a little is fine, just don't overdo it. But new research has upended this thinking. The latest science is clear. When it comes to processed meats, there is no safe amount. Every bite increases your risk of chronic disease. Major health organizations and large-scale studies agree. The World Health Organization classifies processed meat as a Group 1 carcinogen, on par with tobacco smoke and asbestos in terms of evidence. This doesn't mean a hot dog is as deadly as a cigarette, but the link to cancer is just as certain. The risk is cumulative, building with every sandwich, pizza, and breakfast platter. The scientific community is unified. Processed meats cause harm, no matter how little you eat. We can no longer justify them as an occasional treat without acknowledging the risk. Each serving is a choice that impacts your long-term health. The message is unambiguous. To protect your health, the safest amount of processed meat is none. This is a profound shift in our understanding, and it demands a change in our habits. The evidence is too strong to ignore. It's time to rethink what we put on our plates. What counts as processed meat? It's more than just meat that's been cooked or ground. Processed meat is any meat that's been salted, cured, smoked, or had chemical preservatives added to extend shelf life or enhance flavor. This includes hot dogs, sausages, bacon, ham, deli meats, bologna, salami, corned beef, canned meats like Spam, jerky, and even some chicken or turkey products if they're preserved. If it comes in a package and has a long list of ingredients, it's likely processed. The key difference is chemical alteration, not just grinding or cooking. Fresh meat spoils quickly. Processed meat is engineered to last. Large amounts of salt and preservatives stop bacteria, letting these products sit for weeks or months. Smoking and curing add flavors, but also introduce harmful compounds. Even labels like "no nitrates added" can be misleading. Natural sources like celery powder have the same effect. The defining question, has the meat been salted, cured, smoked, or chemically preserved? If yes, it's processed and carries the health risks science has identified. These products are fundamentally different from fresh meat. The transformation is not just about taste or convenience, it's about introducing chemicals that change how your body responds. When shopping, read labels carefully. Don't be fooled by marketing. Focus on the ingredients. Knowing what's in your food is the first step to making healthier choices. The dangers of processed meat aren't based on a few small studies, they're backed by decades of research. Even small amounts can raise your risk of serious diseases. Just one hot dog or 2 slices of bacon a day increases your risk of type 2 diabetes by 19%. The same amount raises your risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. And for heart disease, the risk jumps by 42%. These numbers come from major studies involving hundreds of thousands of people. The chemicals in processed meats damage cells, disrupt insulin, and harm blood vessels. The risk adds up over time. Every serving matters. The link to cancer, diabetes, and heart disease is clear and direct. Even small bites have big consequences. The more you eat, the higher your risk, but even a little is too much. The science is clear: processed meats are a health hazard. What makes processed meats so dangerous? It's the chemicals added during processing. Nitrates and nitrites, used to preserve color and prevent bacteria, can form cancer-causing compounds in your body. These compounds, called N-nitroso compounds, damage DNA and can trigger cancer. Sodium is another major culprit. A single hot dog can have over 500 milligrams. Chronic high sodium intake raises blood pressure and strains your heart. Smoking and high-heat cooking create other toxins, PAHs and HCAs, also found in tobacco smoke and car exhaust. These chemicals are mutagens, directly damaging your DNA. Every slice of bacon or deli meat is more than just meat. It's a delivery system for DNA-damaging, blood pressure-raising, cancer-causing chemicals. The very substances meant to make these foods safe from bacteria make them dangerous in other ways. The risks aren't just theoretical, they're built into every bite. The more processed meat you eat, the more you expose yourself to this chemical cocktail. It's not just about calories or fat, it's about what's hidden inside. These are risks you can't see, but your body pays the price. Understanding the ingredients is key to protecting your health. Processed meat isn't just an individual choice, it's a national habit with grave consequences. Most Americans eat processed meat daily, not just occasionally. This habit fuels epidemics of diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. Over 38 million Americans have diabetes, and colorectal cancer cases are rising. Heart disease remains the nation's top killer. Processed meat isn't the only cause, but it's a major preventable risk factor. Cutting consumption could prevent tens of thousands of cancer cases and millions of diabetes diagnoses. The food industry's influence is massive. Billions spent on marketing, lobbying, and keeping these products in schools and homes. Public health messages struggle to compete with this marketing machine, but the science is undeniable. Our love affair with processed meat is fueling a health crisis. The consequences are real, affecting families and communities across the country. Change is possible and urgently needed. The first step is awareness. So, what should you do? The advice from experts is clear. Avoid processed meat. This isn't about cutting back, it's about cutting it out. Removing these foods starts with conscious choices at the grocery store. Rethink your meals. Sandwiches don't need deli meat, breakfast doesn't need bacon, and pizza can be delicious without pepperoni. The key is to see processed meats for what they are, a known health hazard. Instead, fill your plate with whole plant foods, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, and lentils. These foods are low in sodium, free of harmful chemicals, and packed with nutrients that protect your health. If you eat meat, choose fresh, unprocessed cuts like baked chicken or grilled fish. Even red meat, in moderation, is less risky than processed meat. The goal is to move away from factory-made, chemically laden products. Every meal is a chance to make a healthier choice. The shift may take effort, but the benefits are profound. Your plate can be both satisfying and safe. Changing habits isn't easy, but it can be rewarding. Think of it as upgrading your diet, not restricting it. There's a world of delicious, nourishing foods to explore. Reinvent your sandwich with hummus, veggies, or chickpea salad. Try marinated tofu or tempeh for a protein-packed, flavorful filling. For breakfast, swap bacon for oatmeal with berries or a tofu scramble. Make your own savory breakfast patties from beans and mushrooms. Focus on adding more vegetables, beans, and whole grains to every meal. As you fill your diet with these foods, you'll naturally crowd out the unhealthy ones. Many people report more energy, better digestion, and improved well-being after making the switch. The goal is addition, not deprivation. Every healthy swap is a step toward better health. Enjoy the journey, your body will thank you. Ultimately, it's about the power of choice. Every meal is a chance to protect your health. The evidence is overwhelming. Processed meats increase your risk of cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. There is no safe amount, so why take the risk? By choosing whole, unprocessed foods, you take control of your health destiny. This isn't a fad, it's a long-term investment in your future. Start with one meal at a time. Swap bacon for oatmeal, ham for hummus, sausage for beans. Each small choice adds up, reshaping your habits and your health. Over time, these changes become second nature. The science is clear, and the path forward is too. By turning away from processed meats, you're investing in more years of health and a better quality of life. The power to prevent disease is on your plate. Choose wisely. Your future self will thank you. The healthiest